Good morning and happy Sunday. So, I'm in my car because this seems to be the only place that a working mama of two can get any peace and quiet. I want to apologize. I told you in my last video that I'd be doing this every week, and I broke that commitment. So, I'm apologizing to you and to myself, and I was kind of wrestling with these voices in my head that said, well, you didn't post every week, so you should just stop altogether. But that's kind of silly, isn't it? You know? Anyway, I just want to talk to you this morning. I have it on my heart to talk about parenting, but I've been hesitant to share that part of me and that part of my passion because I feel like that opens me up to criticism, and I don't like being criticized. But I do think that I have some wisdom to share. There have been some things that I've learned along the way, and so if I can help you, great. If you disagree with me, that's okay. Just disagree with me, and we can still be friends. I heard a teaching once about the idea that basically every time we get mad or every argument that we have or fit that we throw really comes from one place. We're not getting what we want. And at first I kind of bristled at that. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought about every big argument or every big anger that I've experienced, it really has been because I wasn't getting my way. And I quickly realized that sometimes I behave like a giant 2-year-old. This is true for all relationships, but I can clearly see this in my relationships at home. I think back to one particular day that really changed everything in my life. My oldest daughter, who was at the time 7, and I can't remember now what it was that I was trying to get her to do, but whatever it was, she wasn't doing it. And along with that, my 3-year-old at the time was wanting me to hold her and whining and crying and just grating on my already short nerves because I wasn't getting my kid to do what I wanted her to do. So she's yelling, she's crying, everybody's upset, and I'm yelling, and I really just got to a place where I kind of lost my mind. Lost all sense of control. I yelled, and then I collapsed on the floor and cried. So I threw a temper tantrum. The very thing that we get mad at our kids for doing. So sometimes I feel like as parents, we just throw bigger and louder temper tantrums when we can't get our kids to do what we want. It makes us mad. Makes us feel like we're not in control. And in the meantime, they're trying to fight for their sense of control. And it's this vicious cycle where everyone ends up hurting. That day, I knew something had to change. You know, I have a degree in child development. So on my last day of senior year, I was told that I was a child development expert. So I thought when I had kids, it would be a breeze. Yeah, well, have kids and it's not, and I'm no expert, and I'm certainly not an expert now either, but I have learned some things since that day that was really just the turning point for me in my parenting that might help you. If you are finding yourself in a situation in your family, in your parenting, where your kids are throwing temper tantrums and you're just throwing bigger and louder temper tantrums and everybody's mad and still there's no peace or compliance, I have good news, there's hope. Now, while my family still isn't perfect and we still have our moments, I am very happy to say that with just implementing a few simple strategies and communication techniques, there's a lot more peace in our home. If that's something that you think could help you out, just go ahead and subscribe so I can grab your email and I'll add you to my webinar that I'm putting together. Have a blessed day.